It's one of the most notable shipwrecks in Great Lakes history. Monday marks 50 years since the SS Edmund Fitzgerald sank in Lake Superior, right near Whitefish Point, Michigan, in the Upper Peninsula.
That wreck and its anniversary is significant to one Milwaukee native. 12 News' Hannah Hilliard shows us why.
A sea shanty nearly as old as its subject, Gordon Lightfoot's Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald, a timeless tune about a moment in time 50 years ago when the famous Great Lakes freighter sunk in the violent waters of Lake Superior.
The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down to the big lake they call Gitchagumi.
The piece personal to Deborah Champeau.
I couldn't listen to that song. They played in the grocery stores all over the place. This is a very eerie, horrible song.
She was just 17, a senior at Pius High School when the Edmund Fitzgerald went down.
I was in history class at Pius, and I got called over the loudspeaker, Deborah Champeau, to the office.
It's a day seared into her memory because her dad, Oliver Buck Champeau, was on board.
When I ran up my front steps of my house, and I found my mother and my grandmother just sitting on top of the phone, and I said, "Who died?" And my mother, she said, "Sit down," and she said, it's not confirmed, but the Fitzgerald has disappeared.
The 29 men on board never recovered.
The lake, it is said, never gives up her dead when the skies of November turn gloomy.
Emotions still as raw as they were 50 years ago.
Do you have closure right now?
No.
Where are you at?
I'm angry. I'm angry because of what I'm reading.
The mysterious cause of the wreck still draws attention from the curious.
There's no more to be found. There's no treasury hunt. These men are on the ship. Leave it alone.
For the families, it's a gravesite, the nearby town sacred.
The searchers all say they'd have made Whitefish Bay if they put 15 more miles behind her.
And as years went by, going up to the memorial services, here Gordon Lightfoot shows up. And I asked him, "Why did you write that song?" And he said, "To bring acknowledgement to the unseaworthiness of the ships that go out on the Great Lakes."
How would you describe your relationship with that song now?
Now I can listen. Now I don't run out of the store because I know that no boat, ship, vessel has gone down since 1975. I feel Gordon did what he sent out to do. And for that, I am grateful.
The church bell chimed till it rang 29 times for each man on the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Where will you be November 10th?
I will be up at Whitefish Point with the bell and ringing it for my dad.
That bell, the ship's original, a way to keep her father's memory alive.
And all that remains is the faces and the names of the wives and the sons and the daughters.
Why do you go back?
Because the bell is the soul of the ship, and that's the closest I'm ever going to get to my dad. And I touch that bell, I ring it as loud as I can, and I give it a kiss because that's where he was. That's the last thing he heard, and it's the closest thing to me that I'll ever get to him. So I'll keep going back.
Hannah Hilliard joins us live in studio right now. What important perspective, Hannah. And Deborah definitely made it clear that she does not want any divers exploring her father's, as she said, gravesite.
Right, no, she does not want that. And thanks to the Canadian government, it is actually illegal to dive to the wreckage without a permit. Now, as for Monday, Deborah will be in Michigan for that 50th anniversary. She will ring the bell in honor of her father during a private ceremony. And then her grandchildren, they're actually going to be the ones to ring it at a public ceremony, just keeping that legacy going.
Yeah, keeping that legacy going and getting as close, as she mentioned, to her father. A beautiful story, Hannah. Thank you for sharing.